Hi folks, welcome aboard once again. I'm Andy Kimbel. Today we're going to be spending some time in this particular session on finger picking styles, and we're going to center our session today on the Travis style blues picking, which I think really is the basic elements of the various techniques and finger picking styles that I utilize, although I branch off of that by some great extremes sometimes. But I think if you took out all the music that I do and all the various finger styles that I utilize down to its basic essential, you'd find a basic, simple Travis style blues picking in there somewhere. And it's important to note that when we use finger picking to play the guitar as opposed to strumming, finger picking meaning we're picking the strings on the guitar individually as opposed to strumming them as a group, or picking them as groups, we are really using that to aid us in delivering the song. And an essential ingredient in that delivery of the song is maintaining and delivering the rhythm of the song. I can't emphasize that enough. When I perform a song, I don't want it to be heard, I want it to land there with you. And when you perform a song and I'm in the audience, I want it to mean something to me. I want it to land here, not just be heard. And part of our ability to do that is in fact derived from our ability to maintain a consistent rhythm that we don't just play, but we own and we deliver it. We point it and deliver it. Whether it's slow or fast, no matter how much technical wizardry is involved in playing the guitar, whatever the shapes and figures and all the notes, it's that delivery and that essential ingredient of giving the song purpose is what lands to the audience. So we're going to spend quite a bit of time in this session counting to 4. We're going to use a 4/4 beat, and we're going to work together so you are able to perceive some of the root elements that you're able to expand upon in your own playing, whatever songs, whatever styles that you play. And I don't know what that is, obviously. So we're going to kind of keep it generic and focus on a 1, 2, 3, 4 rhythm and show you some various things that you can do, finger picking, and some variations of the chord figures together, working that together to enable you to use these techniques and incorporate into your music, and hopefully give your music, give you the ability to have your music have more meaning. Okay, but the important thing is, again, rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to use 3 chords, E, A, and B7, which is like a 1-4-5 blues progression. Again, keeping it pretty easy, pretty basic here, okay? E chord, index finger on the 3rd string, 1st fret, middle finger on the 2nd string, 2nd fret on the 5th string, the 8th string, and the 3rd fingers on the 2nd fret of the D string. Here's our E chord. We're going to use the A chord, which is these 3 strings, this all on the 2nd fret, the B string, the D string, and the D string, however you do it. Okay, and the B7 chord, which is an index finger on the 1st fret of the D string, then on the 2nd fret, starting with the 5th string of the A note, every other one all the way down to the E, or the 1st string. And when you play the B7 chord, try going like this. Give it a little bit of life. See, I'm rotating this 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and this will get watch. 1, 2, 1, 2. Kind of sound like Johnny Cash there, I think. But anyway, one time. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so just remember that on the B7 chord. Okay, we're going to come back, and that's going to mean something later on. So just remember that. On the E chord, we're going to, as a matter of fact, no chord. We're going to use our thumb. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, just on the 6th string, on the E note, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll do it slow, or we'll speed it up. Slow, or speed it up, like a metronome. It doesn't really matter, but the space between the 1, the 2, the 3, and 4 are consistent. As you know, rhythms, tempos, drive, feels can change within a song, but consistency really is so important. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm using my palm here a little bit to muffle the strings just a little bit. You can do that to whatever degree you'd like. You can open it up or close it off. Okay? So let's take an E chord now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nothing's changed, right? We just have an E chord formed here now. And now we're going to take our thumb and go from just the E string, we're going to take it to the D string, which is now an E note, right? Every other one. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. A. Back to E. B7, remember? E. Now I didn't really do anything more outside of count to 4 and use my thumb on the bass notes of the chords, right? I didn't do anything. And I could really play a whole song throughout and give it flavor and give it feel and engage the audience just by really doing that. If I wanted to, it would really mean something and would have impact. Kind of like Johnny Cash a little bit, right? Don't get me started. Okay. What we're going to do is, let's stay with the E chord. Let's just stay on the E chord for a minute and see what else we can do in finger picking some of the notes. Get off the essential E chord, stay within the E, just change the shape of the E. Okay, here's how we're going to do that. If I played a D7 chord, remember D7's right here, right? I moved it up one whole step, I would land on a what? Yeah, I know that's not too difficult. Land on an E, obviously, right? Okay, so we're going to take the D7, move it up a whole step, and move your index finger, and I get these two notes. Okay, what I want you to do with your index finger and your third finger here is to strike that G string and the high E string and go 1, 2, 3, then just the index finger on the third string. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I finger picks. You don't need them finger picks. I don't necessarily need to use them for this. I'm using them now, they're on, so we'll keep them on, and that's how we're doing it. But if you don't have finger picks, don't worry about it. Don't run to the store and buy finger picks because I use them for sure. Okay, so I do plenty of songs without them as well, and it works. We don't have to go into that now, but there's different reasons why we use finger picks for some songs and not for others. But anyway, for this video, I have them on, so we'll keep them on, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And where's the 1, 2, 3, 4 come in? Right here. Watch. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Practice that a little bit if you will, go with that. On the A chord, we're going to go take the A from here, that's the first finger on the 5th fret of the first string, or the E note, and we're going to take our middle finger and put it on the 6th fret of the G string, and that is now our A, alright? And then go from there to the A7 formation, but with those same two strings. So here, on the 7th fret, move it up 2, back 2, back to the root. So here's our A now, watch. E. A. So all I did is I went from E chord to A chord. That's all I did. Now, how would that sound if I just did the chords and didn't do the different shapes of those chords? It would be like this. E. Well, whatever I want to do with those two strings, it doesn't matter. Add a 7th, add a 6th, it doesn't matter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. A. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's what we're doing. I want to play it through and include the B up here. Instead of playing the B7 here, I'm going to put the B7 here after it's a B chord. And do the same thing I did here. When I just move it, the same exact progression, just move it up to. Okay, so this is what we have. B, A, E. What was consistent throughout that whole little exercise? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. A, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. E, 1, 3, 4. Blah, blah. You get it, right? You get the idea. It doesn't really, I could do a whole lot of things with this hand in terms of fingering different shapes and figures of chords. Oh, I can do a lot. Anybody. There's people who can do more than I can, believe me, that's for sure. But no matter how we do it, or what we do with this hand, the important thing is maintaining the rhythm. Okay, if I just want to change the E chord and play it up here. Okay, folks, I'd like you to work with that a little bit. Work with those shapes, the A, the B. Change the order. You can do it. And this finger, this thumb rather, is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's just work with that for right now. Okay? And we'll come back and do some more and expand upon that and do a little more. Add a little more complexity, if you will, and add a few more notes. But for the purpose of this video, I want to keep it very basic, very simple. Give you a few fun things to do in terms of playing chords differently, okay? And keep the 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's your homework. 1, 2, 3, 4. I want you to count to 4 as many times as you can during the day. Even if your windshield wipers are on, you're driving in the rain. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, it's a song. There's a song there. I wrote one like that. I can tell you there it is. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Folks, thanks very much for stopping by. I'm out of here right now, and we'll look forward to seeing you again next time. Thanks for watching.